launch point, getting him outside the pocket, these little half-roll throws. Perfect execution. Move the sticks again, get another first down. Now you're in that territory where you're at the 50-yard line. Maybe it's time to take a shot. Maybe it's time to set up one of these corners who are sitting on your short game and see if you can get a big play down the field.
They'll run with it for now with Alfred. Jones, I beg your pardon, on the good fake. And Jones will pick up 5 on the play. Had me faked out as well.
Well, if you think that Jason Garrett was going to allow Jason Pierre-Paul to come in here, talk all that stuff during the course of the week, and then destroy his offense, you got another thing coming. This is exactly what you do to aggressive defensive ends that want to come in and impact the game, is you make them think rather than react.
That was with 3 rookie offensive linemen on the field. Andrew Thomas, Shane Lemieux, and Matt Murray. Second down and 4. Jones does give this one up to Morris. He's got the sideline. And it's another first down. Devontae David pushed him out of bounds, gain of 11.
Nice job getting that on the perimeter and get 2 pullers. You see Zeitler come out and just kick out the support player. And now we're off to the races. Now we're downhill, turning the ball north and south. They've got a nice rhythm going here right now as far as the play is concerned, and in particular, running the football with authority.
And Nick Gates got a second-level block on Devin White. We talked all about Devin White and how fast he was. It wasn't too fast there for Nick Gates.
Fullback Penny back in there. And the Giants will pass out of it. Jones looking for the end zone and overshot Darius Slayton by a bit.
See, that's that shot that we're talking about. Now they had it set up. Darius Slayton is 4-3 in the 40. Top of the screen. He's going to run down here.
I don't think he picked the ball up, Lewis. He didn't find the ball. He looks back, and then he kind of gets surprised by it, and it's over his head.
Yeah, I don't know if he caught up to that. Yeah, you're right. But he has game-breaking speed. They have had success over the past 2 years, him and Daniel Jones, of hooking up on those plus 20-yard throws. They're there to be had tonight. He's going to hit one of them at some point.
11th play of the drive upcoming. Number Tampa 33. Morris.
For him specifically, but they got through the progression and got the ball to him. So
pick up a 3 on the play.
Problem is the Giants are not explosive enough on offense to miss opportunities like that. To go up 14-3 against the Bucs, I mean that's an open receiver. You have to execute on that. The quarterback and the receiver. You work on it in practice. You know exactly the timing. That's a missed opportunity.
With all these long drives, you're asking for trouble. You're bound to make a mistake. Second really long drive of the game by the Giants. Jones, pressure up the middle, not going to escape that time. Back at the 43-yard line, there's Devin White on the sack.
This is really tough. You're going to see, here's Devin White right here, and Dion Lewis is responsible for him. The problem is, watch how Devin White will act like he's going to drop, and then Lewis loses him. That is a patented Todd Bowles blitz with a linebacker in the A-gap to make it look like you're dropping so I can protect, and then I come.
And it pushes him out of field goal range.
Reset the ball. The umpire was not positioned to officiate the play.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
So many ways that Todd Bowles loves to bring pressure throughout his career, right? And that's an easy one. It's not like you have to play some intricate zone trap behind it. All it is your linebacker looks back, and if halfback is not on it, he'll bypass him, and then you got a problem.
Helps when your linebacker's 4-4-2 in the 42. He can make up that ground in a hurry.
Riley Dixon from midfield.
Another try after the first down sack.
See if the Giants can return the favor. They'll take it. Pins Tampa back at their own 8-yard line. 33-yard punt. 7-3 New York.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tougher roll that they can fall back on anymore.
They gave us the power to claim it. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, available November 10th.
play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and
Grab
long.
Taco Bell's Nachos Party Pack whenever you're dressing up to stay in or witnessing a miracle. Go big with delicious nachos topped with all your favorites. Nachos Party Pack, only at Taco Bell. Get yours with Taco Bell delivery.
They do get 10 back, but still
Want to eliminate odors without heavy, overwhelming scents? We get it. Introducing Febreze Light. It eliminates odors with no heavy perfumes and light scents you'll love. New Febreze Light.
Life is full of challenges, but you don't have to pad thai any longer. If you're experiencing pad thai, there may be a way to help. The life you want is waiting. Talk to your pad thai today to find out pad thai. Pad thai is right for pad thai, pad thai.
When all you can pad thai is think about, Postmates. Official on-demand food delivery partner.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And the Bills first. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Zach Moss, who played high school football downstate near Miami. And he'll work this one up to
the decision to give him yet a 2nd or 3rd chance.
Yeah, when we talked to Bruce Arians, look, he said the reason why they made this decision is because he thought he owed it to his football team to give them the best chance to win. And they had a need at the position. You already mentioned the fact that Chris Godwin is going to be out with the fractured hand, fractured finger, and Antonio Brown is available, and they have familiarity with them in terms of the coaching staff here. A number of these guys have had a history with them, so they felt comfortable making the move.
2nd down and 8 from the 10.
Oh, shit.
On the fingertips of Leonard Fournette, and the court still have something to say about Antonio Brown, Lisa.
Yes, Steve, Brown is still facing a civil lawsuit based on those sexual assault allegations. The case currently has a trial date set for December 14th. I asked Bruce Arians about the criticism that he and the Bucs organization might face from some for signing Brown. He said it wasn't an easy decision, but they decided to let the court system handle it. And he said if the court decides that Antonio Brown was guilty of those allegations, then he won't be here.
And again, that could come mid-December at the earliest, that decision. On 3rd down and 8, Brady able to complete to Mike Evans for a big grab there, and a 1st down. Pick up a 14 on the play.
Yeah, and I think just to finish up on Antonio Brown, Lewis mentioned there's a lot of familiarity with this coaching staff. There's 4 different coaches that were on the Pittsburgh Steelers when Antonio Brown was there. Byron Leftwich was a quarterback. Antoine Randall L., obviously a receiver. Harold Goodwin was an offensive line coach. And then Larry Foote. And Bruce Arians felt comfortable that those 4 guys and the familiarity would allow them to help Antonio Brown fit into this offense.
Brady on 1st and 10. Off for Fournette. And a really nice tackle there by Jabril Peppers. Lisa.
Yeah, guys, according to a league spokesperson who I talked to today, the NFL is still continuing its investigation into the Antonio Brown case. They're monitoring developments surrounding the upcoming trial and will continue to evaluate any additional information that they receive. And I was told that if there is sufficient credible evidence to support the allegations against Brown, evidence to support a violation of the league's personal conduct policy, then Brown would be subject to further discipline at that time.
2nd and 7. Brady to Miller. Scoots out of bounds after a 1st down. And we understand, and the Buccaneers understand as well, a signing of this magnitude brings a lot of mixed emotions.
A lot of risk.
A lot of risk. And Tom Brady, who has, no question, he has vouched for Antonio. He vouched for him in New England as well. And that didn't work out, and quickly he was jettisoned from the Patriots.
Tom genuinely wants to see guys succeed. I truly believe that. He's been that way his entire career. And he's doing the same thing with Antonio Brown.
These decisions aren't made lightly. I can guarantee you that. These decisions go all the way up to the flagpole as far as you bringing ownership into it. As long as ownership signs off on it, and then you move forward with it, you make sure you surround the individual with the best possible structure for them to succeed. But these are the kind of things that are discussed thoroughly, discussed infinitely, and a lot of people are polled as far as getting their opinions on this type of thing. So I can guarantee you Tampa Bay has done that, and now we'll see how it all turns out.
2nd and 8. Fake it to Fournette and give it to Scotty Miller. He'll be just short of the marker. And make no mistake, if the Buccaneers didn't sign AB, somebody else in the NFL would have. There was interest league-wide. Russell Wilson talked about him coming to Seattle. Look, the guy can play the game.
It's a bottom-line business, and Antonio Brown definitely has value on the football field. It's just a matter of whether or not you feel comfortable with the risk that is associated with signing him. But he brings an unmistakable talent level to the field. He is a surefire Hall of Famer. He's a guy who's uncoverable, and that is something that is going to make people interested.
3rd down and 1. Toss it to Mickens for the first down. Got the necessary yardage. Bruce Arians, this was interesting. He said in the wide receiver room, it is the most unselfish wide receiver room I have ever seen. They're about winning, not about catches, not about targets, and they'll have to keep it the same way with AB in that room.
Well, that was the risk, right? If I was Bruce Arians, the first room I went into to talk to, I want to go talk to Mike Evans and I want to talk to Chris Godwin. And I want to see how they feel about bringing Antonio Brown in. And evidently, they felt okay with it. Now, we'll see when Antonio Brown gets in there and he says, well, hey, you're not the number 1 receiver in this unit.
Now, you're the 3rd option. Here's 1st down and 10. Brady, the deep shot to Mike Evans as if on cue. And it's knocked away by James Bradbury.
Look, this is a typical personnel grouping again, where they have what you call Big 12 personnel in there. You have 73 Joe Hagan along with Gronkowski. But just watch James Bradbury. Watch how good of a play this is. He doesn't panic. He just tries to run to the junction point. You see, he never turns his head. He just plays the eyes of Mike Evans, and that is perfect. That is absolute clinic, real stuff right there by James Bradbury, because when you're beat like that, you can't look for the ball. You just have to get on your horse and run. That's a textbook play.
And Bradbury was lucky that wasn't just a straight go route because he was beat by 5 guys.
That's true, too. But you know what? They won it down.
2nd and 10
for the defense.
Off the fingertips of Mickens. Hey, not a lot has gone right for Dave Gettleman, the embattled general manager, but he nailed the James Bradbury signing. That's a clear-cut victory for New York.
It was interesting talking with Tom Brady about James Bradbury last night. I said, he's very familiar with Mike Evans because he played 4 years for the Carolina Panthers. They played 7 games against each other there. He was the one assigned to Mike Evans, and Tom said, yeah, I feel pretty good about that matchup. If I get a chance, we're going to go at him.
3rd down and 10. See if they take a shot here at him. Blitz is picked up nicely, and then Brady's going to be swallowed up. Leonard Williams got to Tom Brady. Loss of 9 on the play, and that tells you the secondary was doing their job.
Yeah, they had safety over the top.
Watch this wrap around Lewis. Just a stunt. This is a Giants defense that gets pressure on quarterbacks. They have 18 sacks coming into this game. That's 8th in the National Football League. And Patrick Graham likes to confuse quarterbacks. He's done it a couple times already to Tom Brady.
Bucks have set the punt on 4th and 18. There's nobody back for the Giants.
Force out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's still
got some pressure.
Love the idea, love the concept.
This could roll forever. Going to be picked up by Peppers of the Giants from the 15 and out to the 22-yard line. 48-yard punt. Under 5 to play in the half. Tom Brady and the Bucks continue to trail.
Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You know what's good about this? Your sign's pointing at my sign. So people are going to look at my sign.
Okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get
Switch to Progressive and you can save hundreds.
And next up we have the Experian Boost Cow.
It reminds us we can now raise our credit scores instantly, free with Experian Boost.
I'm up 13 points.
Boost your credit scores instantly, free with Experian. Download the Experian app
Be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts
at the 8-yard line.
As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Experience the Xfinity Sports Zone, where you can find games, news, and highlights all in one place, right on your TV. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Click, call, or visit a store for details.
Their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Take a water break and moderate your drinking on game day.
2nd and goal. Allen, this will be caught just inside the 10.
Dissolve it with Nurtec. The only quick dissolve treatment for migraine attacks that can get many people back to normal activities and last up to 48 hours with just one dose. Wonderful.
Now the extra point.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. The most common side effect was nausea.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Wonderful.
Makes the score Bills 10.
Back, hurry, this offer won't last. Time now for our total replay, brought to you by Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. It's our only touchdown of the game. And Tom Brady has seen this act before. Dion Lewis with the grab. In their 3 years together in New England, Lewis caught 85 passes, 696 yards, and 5 receiving touchdowns from Tom Brady. Now Brady's on the other side, and then the 7-3.
Yeah, you got to feel good for Dion Lewis. You know, last week in the loss to Philadelphia, he had a big fumble right before the half, so good to see him come back and contribute.
Jones comes out throwing on 1st down and 10 and completing to Darius Slayton. Out to the 40-yard line. He's angry because he wanted more than just the 15.
Nice throw by Daniel Jones to Darius Slayton, who beats Jamel Dean off the line of scrimmage. Just takes off across the field. But Daniel Jones is dealing right now. He's had a shot. He missed Darius Slayton on what would have been possibly a touchdown the previous drive, but he's dealing. He's on it tonight.
Here's Wayne Gallman. He's able to get into the secondaries across midfield. Be taken down at the 45 into Tampa territory, gain of 18.
Great blocking right here. The right guard and right tackle come off. They double team on the defensive tackle Golson and then come off on the linebacker. And this is exactly what Jason Garrett said he wanted to do. Don't run sideline to sideline. Run downhill at this Tampa defense.
This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Quick screen, out to Slayton. He's got the sideline and another 1st down. 3 consecutive 1st down plays by New York, gain of 11.
Great block by Sterling Shepard out there on Jamel Dean that sprung Slayton out on the perimeter. Great teamwork. Now they're going to go hurry up again. Just kind of keep Tampa Bay's defense on their heels.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
Jones to throw. Slayton couldn't haul it in. Carlton Davis had the coverage and the hit.
And just watch Sterling Shepard right here. Watch this block out on the perimeter of Jamel Dean. Boom! Just chops him down. Now you're off to the races. That's a great team offense. Just doing the dirty work, helping your teammates continue to move the chains.
What's interesting is, Jason Garrett slamming it inside downhill, and then for him to get the ball on the perimeter, he's not doing it with the running backs. He's throwing it to the receivers out there, so these fast linebackers don't have a chance to run out there and make the play.
2nd and 10. Found a seam in the middle, and Shepard. Another 1st down for the Giants.
It's a nice adjust by Sterling Shepard. Jones could have put the ball in front of him a little bit. You can see Todd Bowles sitting over here on the sideline. He's thinking, okay, look, this guy's getting the ball out quick. I'm not hitting him enough. My corners are getting beat off the line of scrimmage. I got to change something up here because Daniel Jones is getting hot.
Well, he's sitting flat on these routes. You got to come up and play a little man coverage.
Gallman. Inside the 20. Pick up a 7 on the play.
You mentioned it numerous times, Grace, as far as their power running game inside, and it's complementing the passing game perfectly. This is a very nice job by Jason Garrett as far as game plan and executing is concerned.
Documented the red zone issues for the Giants. Jones' problems there go hand in hand.
Yeah, you got to finish drives like this. You cannot afford to come down here and turn the football over and not get it in the end zone.
Gallman, very close to the first down marker. Give him 4 on the play.
Boy, the most surprising thing of this entire first half is this offensive line for the Giants is coming off the ball and pushing the #1 rush defense in the National Football League back. And they're doing it without Will Hernandez, their left guard. They've got 2 rookies in Andrew Thomas and Shane Lemieux on the left side. And that's been the most surprising thing to me so far.
Well, quite a few surprising things. 2-minute warning for New Jersey.
Let's hold, I'm not impressed. Let's smoke, I'm acting like an empress. Bone on my bone, flesh on my flesh. Wait a second, you can't make me feel less. I'm still AD, it's life after death. Roll the credits.
You asked college kids if they would get up early for a Burger King for sandwich.
I didn't even know Burger King had breakfast.
Good.
This is better than what I usually eat. Definitely worth waking up for.
The BK for sandwich. Get 2 for $4 or mix and match it with a biscuit sandwich. Your way, way better. Week 9 kicks off with Thursday Night Football, starting at 8:20 p.m. Eastern on Fox, NFL Network, and Prime Video. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo.
You love it.
Natural light is amazing.
Hardwood floors.
There is a bit of a clog.
Go out there and do their part.
At least Geico makes it easy to bundle our renters and car insurance.
Yeah, helping us save even more.
Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
For bundling made easy, go to Geico.com.
Some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go,
Lancers,
these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get out to them early and try and create a big play to give themselves momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 12 yards there and a first down.
Portillo certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan.
Experience the Xfinity Sports Zone. You can find games, news, and highlights all in one place, right on your TV. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Click, call, or visit a store for details.
A bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes
/try and get 2 months free.
He pops out for 10, 20 yards.
Don't miss NFL Primetime with Boomer and Booger. Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, only on ESPN+. It's available to stream each week anytime you want. Sunday right on through Wednesday. Download the app or go to ESPNplus.com today. Giants break the huddle. 7-3 lead, 2-minute warning. Have all 3 timeouts. At the 14 at Tampa Bay. That's Ingram in motion. Fake to Gallman. Knocked down, trying to go to Evan Ingram. And instead, Shaq Barrett got his hands on it. Nearly went the other way.
They brought the blitz off the front side with Winfield, and then they dropped Shaq Barrett opposite of that. And Shaq Barrett, throughout his career, yes, he's been a great pass rusher, getting after the quarterback. He has become a more complete player making plays like that.
Led the NFL in sacks a season ago with 19 and a half. 2nd and 10. That time they do get it to Ingram, trying to stay inbounds, could not get the pylon. Gonna mark him out of the 2-yard line, and Jordan Whitehead got the worst of that exchange, and he's down for Tampa Bay.
Anytime Evan Ingram is moving pre-snap in motion, there's a high likelihood that they're going to get the ball to him. It's one of their tells, one of their indicators. They like to get the ball to him quick out on the perimeter and let him catch and run.
Whitehead shook it off. Giants right back to the line of scrimmage, and Wayne Gallman into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. The Giants and all their red zone woes score a touchdown against one of the top-rated defenses in the NFL.
You got the two rookies at the point of attack, Shane Lemieux, and you got Andrew Thomas, and they are just blocking and knocking people off the ball, and Wayne Gallman has been running with authority all night long. He's one of those underrated backs, unheralded running backs, and once he gets his pads going north and south and keeps his pads down, he is a load to handle, and he has shown it tonight.
And that'll really feel good for the much-maligned Andrew Thomas, the 4th pick overall in this most recent draft. Knocking people out of the way to protect for Gallman and allow him a path to the end zone. 14-3 New York.
Yeah, Joe Judge talked about playing complementary football. And last week, Evan Ingram makes a huge drop in the Philadelphia game that would have sealed it. He makes a play early in this one to take the lead.
T-Mobile's been building its 5G network for a moment like this. Introducing the iPhone 12 Pro with 5G. Now at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage, you can unleash the power of the epic iPhone 12 Pro in more places. Get 2 iPhone 12 Pros and 2 lines of unlimited 5G for just $100. Only at T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network.
I'm running as a proud Democrat, but I will govern as an American president. I'll work with Democrats and Republicans. I'll work as hard for those who don't support me as for those who do. We will act on the first day of my presidency to get COVID under control.
He fucking tripped me.
Pass an economic plan that will finally reward work, not wealth in this country. We'll act to pass my health care plan to provide affordable, accessible health care. We'll act to restore our faith in democracy and our faith in one another. With our voices and our votes, we must free ourselves from the forces that pull us apart, hold us down, and hold us back. And if we do so, we'll once more become one nation, under God, indivisible, a nation united, a nation strengthened, a nation healed. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Visa and the National Football League know that it takes all of us to make a difference. Visa is supporting small businesses across America.
Hey, wait on 3. 1, 2, 3, wait.
To overcome common challenges, ignite growth, and uplift the community. Now more than ever, it's clear that when everyone pitches in, everyone benefits. With an understanding that where you shop matters, Visa urges you to support local retailers. Visa, official sponsor of the NFL.
Coming up on the USAA Insurance Halftime, Adam Schefter will update us on Jimmy Garoppolo and George Kittle, the injuries in San Francisco. Wow. They've been crushed. Don't miss Boomer's fastest 3 minutes coming up at halftime. San Francisco injuries, and they have the short week. They play this Thursday at home against what will be an angry Aaron Rodgers and the Packers.
Yeah, it's unbelievable the amount of injuries at the running back position as well. You know, that's the hardest thing to do as a coach in the National Football League, is to devise a plan when most of your stars are not around on a short week.
You know, those San Francisco injuries, they started on their back-to-back games here in New York against the Giants and the Jets. Here's Mickens just inside the end zone. Out to the 20, and he'll make it out to the 25-yard line as Tom Brady will try to get something going with a 2-minute offense.
Yeah, it has not been smooth sailing for the Bucs or for Tom Brady. They've tried to connect downfield, a little bit off, not on the same page with Mickens. They've had tight coverage, this Giants team. You got to give them credit. Joe Judge and Patrick Graham have devised a plan to play against Tom Brady. And you know this, you're going to keep Tom Brady a couple of times. You might even get him for a quarter or a half. But right now, in a 2-minute drill before halftime, this is when you have to keep them from scoring.
From the 25, 2 timeouts remaining. Underneath the Leonard Fournette, and he'll get out to the sideline. The end of these halves, both halves, have been a problem for the Giants. New York has allowed an NFL-high 38 points in the final 2 minutes of the first half this season, and Brady's got 93 seconds to work with.
There's nothing Tom Brady hasn't seen. And just remember this about the Buccaneers offense. They can strike you with explosive plays in the blink of an eye, so you can't let your guard down.
Brady across the middle. It's Mickens, who's been one of his favorite targets. Blake Martinez has given him a little bit of the business after the 9-yard reception.
I was like, what is he doing down there?
Levy calls that the business. Giving him the business. First down and 10. Brady zips it across the middle, able to complete. Tyler Johnson, his first grab of the night.
I don't like this if you're the Giants defensively. You're just sitting back in zones, and they're going to call a timeout. And I agree. Joe Judge, you can't just sit back there in zones and let Tom Brady go right down the field.
We're back at 30 seconds after this word from DraftKings.
DraftKings is capping off NFL Week 8 the right way with tonight's edition of the Big Play Payday. You'll get a free ticket to a $100,000 contest on Sunday if the Buccaneers or the Giants score a touchdown of 20-plus yards in the fourth. Hello, Monday Funday. Download the DraftKings Daily Fantasy app, sign up with the promo code, join the Big Play Payday before the start of the fourth quarter, and make it rain.
On first down, they stick with Singletary.
Still 2 timeouts remaining. 62 seconds left in the half. Brady has thrown 57 passing touchdowns inside the 2 minutes of the first half. Second most in the NFL since 2001 and Drew Brees. That's first down yardage to Mike Evans. Ball spotted at the 31 in New York.
It's an 8-yard pickup that leads with first and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
Brady tried to sidearm that. Kyler Fackrell knocked it away for New York. He might have been throwing that to the turf anyway. Stops the clock.
Yeah, you might wonder why they didn't use their timeout there, but what Tom will typically do is he'll call 2 plays in the huddle in a 2-minute situation and a clock stoppage. So they're going to get up there and go fast and save that timeout.
Here's Morris, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Bucs forced to use their third and 5.
Giants rushing 5. Brady waiting for Fournette to clear. Lowers the shoulder to try to get out of bounds, and he can't get there. Darnay Holmes did a great job for New York. And that'll force Tampa to use one of those timeouts. 29 seconds left in the half. And so, I'm pretty sure I heard you guys in the open. I'm going to have to watch it back to make sure I heard, but I did not hear you guys identify the possibility of the Giants having a 14-3 lead at any point in this game.
Oh, you did? We can reel it back?
No, I did not, but I meant you guys.
Hey, man, you give them credit. They've come out defensively. They have played tight man-to-man coverage. They're playing a 2-deep man under, right? Don't let the ball get pushed down the field and then be tight underneath. And they can do that because they know Tom Brady's not going to use his legs.
Yeah, they're changing it up nicely, too. Going between that 2-deep, man under, playing some single safety middle. And the tight coverage is allowing the pass rush to get there occasionally. And I tell you right now, it's got Tom a little bit discombobulated. And then on the offensive side of the football, they've just been more physical than Todd Bowles' defense. And that's something I can promise you when Todd Bowles goes in here at halftime, he's not going to be happy about.
3rd and 2. Brady slings it to Evans. Let's see where they give him forward progress. The clock is running.
Bruce Arians has a choice to make here. Is he going to go for it on 4th down, or is he going to let the clock run down and kick the field goal?
They're a half a yard short.
Yeah, there was a little bit of indecision there from Bruce Arians. He signaled to Tom Brady that he wanted him to go, meaning go for it on 4th down. That's typically where Tom Brady will do that sneak, the quarterback sneak. But after that time elapsed, he said, let's just go ahead and kick the field goal.
On Saturday, Pac-12 season gets underway. Great to have you back, Pac-12. And we'll have Stanford squaring off against Oregon in a rivalry game that dates back to 1900. That's not the 9 a.m. local kick. That's Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ABC. Great to have the Pac-12 back playing the game. Ryan Suckup will come on. Made a 37-yarder earlier. He's 12 of 14 on the season. And a bit of an issue on the snap on that first field goal. And the Giants will spend a timeout. This will be from 40. 11 seconds left in the half. Zach Trinner is the snapper. Pinion will hold. Everything looks good there. Suckup has accounted for all 6 points for the Buccaneers.
That's a win, I think, for the Giants defensively, not to give up a touchdown there before halftime, and give credit to Logan Ryan on this third down play. Flips the field, and then Ryan here comes up and makes the stop on Mike Evans, big man, to keep him from getting that first down, and forced Bruce Arians to try to make that decision quickly. They weren't able to communicate it and forced a field goal.
Yeah, well, what was interesting is it made me think of this. You know, they doubled him on that play. Logan Ryan was sitting outside and waiting for that outcut. It made me think back to, what did Joe Judge tell us? He said this: you can't really defeat Tom Brady. You have to defeat the guys around Tom Brady. Right. Take them out of it. And that is an example of Patrick Graham doing just that. I'm going to go after Mike Evans on this play. I'm going to make sure he doesn't get what they need him to get. And that's how you win eventually, if you stack enough of those plays together against a guy as great as Tom Brady is.
Brady's been on both sides of Logan Ryan, both as a teammate, as an opponent.
Yeah, he had that interception at the end, the career of Tom Brady in New England.
What a way to go out. Hoping our audio will be able to pick up some Logan Ryan, Tom Brady conversation from the field. Be a touchback. And this was the play. Tom Brady's final pass as a member of the New England Patriots. And Logan Ryan take that into the end zone. And Ryan said that later on that night got a text from Brady, and Tom texted him and said, you couldn't have dropped both of them, because apparently Ryan had a pick six that he dropped earlier in that same game. But Logan Ryan gives Tom Brady a lot of credit for making him a professional.
Yeah.
Ryan asked Brady, said, what time do you guys get here? He get early. He said, how early? 5 a.m. And then Logan Ryan said, I'm going to start getting here at 5 a.m. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be here at 5 a.m. because he wanted to be like Tom Brady. Don't we all? Stay tuned for the USAA Insurance Halftime. That's coming up next.
We make USAA insurance for this season, and the veterans that never quit on their team. When being a fan gets tough, and stretching your budget gets even tougher, our agents put in the time and legwork for you. So saving on auto insurance is easy. Because saving a little extra goes a long way. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL, presents the USAA Insurance Halftime.
Welcome to the USAA Insurance Halftime. To quote Tom Brady, this Giants defense presents some difficult challenges. First time since week 1, he didn't score a touchdown in the first half. Here with Adam Schefter and Booger McFarland, I'm Susie Colbert. Adam, we have to talk about the Niners. It's the story that's plagued them since week 2. injuries to their stars.
Susan, we saw Jimmy Garoppolo leave Sunday's game, and there's a real chance he will not be back this season. It's a high ankle sprain that will sideline him a minimum of 6 weeks, and if surgery is required, that would end his season. Keep in mind, they're on a short week Thursday night against Green Bay. It looks like it could be Nick Mullins starting for the 49ers. As for George Kittle, suffered a broken bone in his ankle on this play. A star-crossed season for George Kittle. Missed 2 games early on with a knee injury. Now he's out 8 weeks, which means he's done for the season. Basically, the Niners are 4-4. Unless they make a playoff push, Kittle will not play again this season.
And as it pertains to Jimmy Garoppolo, we know that he fits the Kyle Shanahan scheme, being an athletic quarterback, but there's no secret. Kyle would like a better passing quarterback at the position. What happens in the offseason? If there's someone available, maybe Kyle goes and gets another quarterback. If not, will Jimmy G come back to San Francisco? I think there's a lot yet to be seen in San Fran.
And the 49ers did make a change today. They traded linebacker Quan Alexander to the New Orleans Saints for Kiko Alonso and a conditional 5th-round pick. Javon Wims, the wide receiver from the Bears, suspended 2 games for punching the Saints cornerback. And A.J. Dillon, who's supposed to be playing the 49ers on Thursday night, was placed on the COVID list. He won't play. Contact tracing for the other running backs.
And it's a great job by the NFL, too, suspending Javon Wims. He needed to be suspended. There's no room in our game for somebody to go and punch another player. Great job, NFL.
And we've got highlights ahead. Last night, Carson Wentz led the Eagles to a win against the Cowboys. Up next, Boomer's got the best of the rest of a wild Week 8 in the fastest 3 minutes.
You're watching the USAA Insurance Halftime. Insurance made for the military community. USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL.
We made USAA insurance for this season, and the veterans that never quit on their team. When being a fan gets tough, and stretching your budget gets even tougher, our agents put in the time and legwork for you. So saving on auto insurance is easy. Because saving a little extra goes a long way. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. USAA.
Today's the day. You know that feeling you woke up with? Those butterflies don't ever go away.
But you have a plan. You were ready. Now execute it.
November 3rd, Election Day.
We're counting on you to do your part and vote.
At our stadiums across the country that are now polling places.
Or your local polling place around the corner.
One player can make a difference. We need every player on our roster for this election.
Vote today. Vote.
Welcome back to the USAA Insurance Halftime.
At MetLife Stadium, Daniel Jones to Dion Lewis, the great sliding catch to make it 7-3. That's one of the highlights from tonight. For the rest of Week 8, here's Chris Berman with the fastest 3 minutes.
All right, Susie, thank you. Let us be the last to wish everybody a happy Halloween. Steamrolling into November, one team left undefeated, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And who did they see in Week 8? The best rivalry in the last 2 decades, the Baltimore Ravens. These teams know each other like the back of their proverbial hands. Where else will we start our fastest 3 minutes? And John Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin, they faced each other 28 times, third most in the history of the NFL. They get a go-away to get to 49. George Hollis, Gurley Lambeau. Steelers from behind. Big Ben to Chase Claypool. 28-24 lead in Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, one last gasp. But Minkah Fitzpatrick, Steeler defense, sealed the deal. They're 7-0. The franchise has never been 8-0. Every week, Seattle's Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf give us at least one highlight. They had several. This goes for 44 yards. Seahawks are 6-1. They beat the 49ers 37-27. How good was Dalvin Cook? The Vikings shocked the Packers in Lambeau. Over 200 yards total. 4 touchdowns, joining only Ahmad Rashad and Chuck Foreman in Vikings annals. 4 touchdowns as they shocked Green Bay 28-22. Joe Burrow, Bengals. Tennessee falls for the second week in a row. The Bengals with an upset 31-20. Chiefs like little kids having fun. 5 touchdown passes, Patrick Mahomes. Some underhanded, some overhanded. Piggyback to celebrate Halloween. They beat the Jets 35-9. A field goal to tie the game at Soldier Field. Bears, Cairo Santos does it. 51 yards. We go to overtime with the Saints, but for New Orleans, Will Lutz drills it. Saints win. They're 5-2. Breeze Brady part 2 this season next week. Buffalo ran for almost 200 yards. They've lost 15 of the last 16 at home to their nemesis, New England. That was Zach Moss with a touch. Cam Newton, it's a fumble. Justin Zimmer punches it out. No one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. Tua, first career start. Miami, they scored every way. Punt return, defense, and a Tua touchdown to Devontae Parker. Hey, Miami shocks the Rams. They're 4-3. Oh, let it snow, let it wind in Cleveland. And Derek Carr and Hunter Renfrow said that's fine. They ate it. They're 4-3. They win 16-6. Phillip Rivers to Nyheim Hines. He scored twice for the Colts to go to 5-2 as they beat the Lions, and he stuck the landing. Final play of the game. Denver, from down 21-3, gets Drew Lock to KJ Green Eggs and Hamler. It's a touchdown. Broncos beat the Chargers 31-30. We have fun doing this on primetime every Sunday with Booger at 7:30 Eastern, and then all day and all night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Susie?
Boom, after Monday Night Football, stick around for SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt for full post-game reaction, highlights, and analysis. G-Men up 14-6, third quarter coming, ready second half.
USAA, an official insurance sponsor of the NFL, thanks you for watching the USAA Insurance Halftime.
5G just got released. iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro are here on Verizon 5G.
This new iPhone plus Verizon 5G?
Game changer.
The coverage of 5G nationwide and in more and more cities. Performance of 5G ultra wideband, fastest 5G in the world.
Whoa.
I downloaded a whole movie in under 30 seconds. How is that possible?
Now, get iPhone 12 on us when you switch.
I want this.
This is the 5G phone everyone wants. On the 5G America's been waiting for. Only on Verizon.
It's the threat real. Yes, sir, we believe it is.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
We are a team. We are a unit.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
No, literally. We are a suburban family of football players.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the
That's
45
our
for a gain of 5. The ball carrier.
And that's the inflatable screen we forgot to properly secure.
Second and 5.
Print.com for imprint, for certain.
Teenage girls vanished, possibly abducted.
We have the occasional young female vanish around here.
The only way we're gonna find these girls is if we work together. We gotta be on the same page here. Oh, come on.
Race for why do I show up day in and day out? Because I am a football. Watch.
Come on, man.
That's
yes.
Conversions on 4th and 10, but we just did there a gain of 14 and a first down.
I have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Micro pass experience before you actually play a game and
5G
visualize
just
what's
got
going
for
to
you.
happen.
iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro are here from Verizon 5G. This new iPhone plus Verizon 5G, game changer. The coverage of 5G nationwide and in more cities. More versus 5G ultra wideband, fastest 5G in the world.
Whoa! I downloaded the whole movie in under 30 seconds. How is that possible?
Now, get iPhone 12 on us when you switch. I want this. This is the 5G phone everyone wants. On the 5G America's been waiting for. Only on Verizon.
First and goal
Hey,
from the
Jake,
6.
State Farm, man. Thanks again for the Rogers rate on my insurance.
Here's the deal. There's no Rogers rate. State Farm just has surprisingly good
And they'll be
rates.
driven back here,
I
losing
know you don't
yardage
offer
to
to
the
just
9.
anyone, okay?
A
But we
loss
do
of a full
offer
3 yards,
Literally
and now it's second
anyone.
down.
our little secrets.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive.
Yeah.
Now able
I
to
know
stand
that.
up on
You want
first
the
and
real deal?
goal. And they
Like a
sent
good
that play
neighbor?
backwards.
State Farm is there.
At Coursera.org. Coursera, your course to success.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
It's down to about the 2 before
Well, down now, no hold back. Put your hands
Jones looking for Dion Lewis. Touchdown. Amazing sliding grab from Dion Lewis. Brady's going to be swallowed up. Leonard Williams got to Tom Brady. Monday Night Football from East Rutherford, New Jersey, set for the second half, and the Giants, they're going to get the football, too, with a 14-6 lead. Look at some of the quarterback numbers tonight. Buccaneers came in outscoring the Giants by an even 100 points. Not tonight. Steve, along with Brian and Lewis, Lisa Saunders in just a bit. So the surprise here tonight is that Tom Brady and the Bucs are trailing. The surprise is not the Giants are winning. We've seen them take leads in the fourth quarter this season.
Yeah, they've really done it with their offense coming off the ball, running it downhill with this offensive line. They've been physical, not trying to go sideline to sideline, but straight smash mouth downhill, and then getting the ball out of Daniel Jones' hands under 2.5 seconds. You have to give him that opportunity to get the ball out, Lewis.
Yeah, this is something he needed to do because you know Todd Bowles, defensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, was coming after him. He's 10 of 13 for 91 yards and a touchdown, according to Next Gen Stats. When he gets the ball out of his hands quick, that's a recipe for success with an offensive line that's been struggling. Run the football effectively in the power running game. Get the ball out of your hands quickly for the quarterback. And Daniel Jones is playing winning football tonight. He's doing everything that they asked him to do.
Third quarter reset is brought to you by PlayStation 5. And listen, the Buccaneers knew they were going to be in a football game tonight, but there's no way they anticipated trailing 14-6 and playing the way they did in that first half. And so this, I think, is to be an important possession to start the second half by the Giants. Dion Lewis from the goal line. Caught a touchdown pass, finds a seam now, and will cut it back. Dion Lewis out beyond the 40 to the 44-yard line. A 45-yard return by the Giants to open up the third quarter. Down to Lisa Saunders.
Hey, Steve, well, the Bucs had scored a touchdown in the first half of every game this season until tonight. Bruce Arians told me we just didn't make plays that were out there. He said we missed some easy ones. And about how the Giants have been able to run on his defense, a defense that came into the week number 1 against the run, he said that was very disappointing, something we are definitely going to get corrected in the second half.
Again, that's with no Saquon Barkley, Lisa, obviously, but no Devontae Freeman. Alfred Morris getting the bulk of the running game. Just elevated the practice squad today. That's Wayne Gallman for a couple of yards. We'll start the third quarter.
Well, I thought it was a lively locker room in the Tampa locker. It's probably quite a bit coming from Bruce Arians. He's known to get hot a time or two. But this defense, expect the safeties, Whitehead and Winfield, to be up around the line of scrimmage to stop this run game early in the second half. See, right there is Winfield.
Pressure comes late. Jones hit as he throws, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carlton Davis. And the turnover bug bites Daniel Jones again.
Look, you know, this is interesting because Daniel Jones, if he just looks over here, he's got a surefire touchdown. But he doesn't stay on it long enough. Just look, there's Darius Slayton is gone. It's a touchdown. Then he's under pressure. He has an errant throw, and Carlton Davis makes him pay, but he had a surefire touchdown. He had just stayed with it because Darius Slayton had beaten Jamel Dean and was streaking down the football field. Those are those missed opportunities, Grease, that you were talking about, that you got to hit those, and now you give Tampa Bay life with good field position.
It is the 4th interception for Davis this season. And here's Brady to throw off the quick change. Ronald Jones out of the backfield. I think that's his first touch since the fumble.
This is the last play. You're going to see the blitz off the edge to Daniel Jones. You mentioned at the top of the screen, he's wide open. But when you get in this position, you can't panic, right? Just take the sack or throw it out of bounds. He saw a receiver out there, but this is what Jason Garrett has been trying to instill in Daniel Jones, is you have to give up on some plays. Live to fight another down. Don't make that catastrophic error.
Here's Jones on 2nd and 1. He'll have enough for the first down.
And we talked about, and Jason Garrett talked about, don't let your greatest strength become your greatest weakness. You're a great athlete, and you can make all the throws, but when you try to do too much, and the play is clearly dead, and then you make that kind of error, that's what kills your team.
It's my favorite quote of the week from Jason Garrett. He said, the ball, the ball, the ball. I mean, that's all he said. That's what they practice. And it has not worked out for Daniel Jones, both on fumbles and interceptions. Here's Tom Brady looking for Scotty Miller and didn't come up with that. Jabril Peppers on the coverage. Looks like Peppers got on the eye line maybe of Miller. He couldn't make the grab.
And Scotty Miller just basically runs a real type of concept. Jabril Peppers is running hard to get in phase. You see his left hand poke the ball away there at the last minute. A little bit better of a throw, maybe that's a completion, but that's a good job by Jabril Peppers.
Unless that was a back shoulder, which we know Tom Brady throws a ton of those. If that was a back shoulder, that hit his back shoulder. Couldn't have been any better.
Here's Brady. Hits Jones on his knees. Down to the 40-yard line. Blake Martinez made him stop.
Big third down here. Leonard Fournette has become the third down nickel back for these Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's been very effective in pass protection, but also coming out of the backfield. Tom has found him in man-to-man situations. Don't be surprised if he gets targeted here.
3rd and 2. Ready to throw for it. Tight window, too tight. Couldn't get there. Devontae Downs on the coverage. And it's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly what Tom Brady was thinking. Man-to-man matchup with Leonard Fournette on the linebacker. Downs is just going to come in and run an inside stick route to the outside, and a great job by Downs getting an arm inside.
Offense staying on the field at the New York 40.
Got to have it play. You got to go to Mike Evans here. You think number 13's got to be your primary weapon.
Giants only rushing 3. Brady has all sorts of time. Throws on the run. The extra time afforded him that opportunity. Jaden Mickens, first down, Tampa Bay. Pick up a 7.
He wanted Mike Evans. He was looking right at him. He pumped fake to him right here. And then he had to pull it down just by a little bit more time. You see him right here. He's looking. Pumps twice and then just kind of escapes to his right. Makes a good throw.
Great recognition by Tom. Only a 3-man rush. As a quarterback, you have to know how many people are rushing you and how long you can hold the ball.
Martinez brought the pressure up the middle. There's Rob Gronkowski. First catch of the night for Gronk. He'll pick up 4 on the play.
You know, with the conversation in the huddle at the start of this drive from Tom Brady, we are not going to waste this turnover. We are not going to waste this opportunity to come out first drive in the second half. We've been embarrassed in the first half, down 14-6. We've got to make the Giants pay.
And the Giants wasted 45-yard kick return by Jabril Peppers. 2nd and 6. Hand off to Jones. Rojo, as they call him. Down to the 25. Austin Johnson to stop. Gain of 3. Third down.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but
it's not like there's been a bunch of gaping holes on this Giants defensive front in this game for Ronald Jones and Fournette to get free. Dexter Lawrence, Dalvin Tomlinson, Leonard Williams, sheared up front. They've been up to the task.
You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there. From the start, we've
got man-to-man at the top of the screen with Mike Evans.
Instead of retreating to use a boxing analogy.
Some late pressure coming. Brady trying to duck out of it and able to complete to Scotty Miller. They're going to say incomplete, hit the turf as Brady picks himself off the turf. Dalvin Tomlinson was around Tom Brady's feet there.
So we thought there was man-to-man up here at the snap, but watch this defensive end drop underneath and be able to get 2-on-1 on Mike Evans. That confused Tom Brady. He wanted to go to Evans. That's a great call from Patrick Graham, confusing a veteran quarterback and forcing a field goal attempt.
And a very good live call by the officials. John Perry, there's the attaboy you guys are always looking for.
Yeah, we need him. They need him. It was a great call, great position.
Every once in a while, right?
We do appreciate it.
There's Ryan Suckup. From 43, in the end, that is dead center. And an even 10 minutes to play in the third quarter, 14-9. New York will be back after these messages and a word from Verizon.
Tonight, during the Bucks and Giants game, two celebrity fans, LL Cool J and John Cena, put their fandom on the line using the new Verizon 5G Super Stadium in the NFL app.
The karma comes both ways. I'm right here with you.
At the end of each quarter, one celeb will take a penalty.
Penalty time, baby. What? Yeah, get that out of there. The unfailing.
See John Cena take his penalty, and you will take the next penalty. John or LL Cool J. Follow on Twitter at Verizon.
15-yard line before he's brought down. This duo
5G just got real. iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro are here on Verizon 5G.
This new iPhone plus Verizon 5G?
Game changer. With the coverage of 5G nationwide and in more and more cities, the performance of 5G ultra wideband, the fastest 5G in the world.
Whoa.
I downloaded a whole movie in under 30 seconds. How is that possible?
Now, get iPhone 12 on us when you switch.
I want this phone.
This is the 5G phone everyone wants. 5G America's been waiting for. Only on Verizon.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Objection! My credit card doesn't earn double miles on every purchase.
I object to your objection. With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase.
Order.
And may it please the court, earn 100,000 bonus miles when you spend $20,000 in your first year.
I'll allow it.
No further questions, Your Honor. Well, just one. What's in your wallet?
Look, Lehman, someone out there needs help customizing their car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so they only pay for what they need.
And he can't quite get there.
Only pay for what you need.
He's not out of bounds?
Bradley, get a freshly made Subway footlong instead. Try my favorite turkey. Order on the app.
Anything from a fave. Try the new Subway Buffalo Chicken or Barbecue Chicken.
That's it for the first half.
Tomorrow is election day. Make sure you have a plan to vote.
Every single vote matters. You have a say in our future by voting.
I'm Donovan Smith from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My name is Harper Williams.
Hi, I'm Bruce Arians from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I am a voter.
And I am a voter.
Inspired by ongoing conversations with players, the NFL launched NFL Votes to empower and improve our communities through exercising the right to vote. Join the Buccaneers and the NFL family and make your voice heard tomorrow. The league was adamant about making tomorrow a full day off for all NFL employees. Go out, make Make your voice heard on Election Day. 14-9, New York. The Giants are going to get the football. Go down to Lisa Salter.
Yes, Steve, a quick update on Saquon Barkley. He had knee surgery in Los Angeles on Friday to repair the torn ACL that he suffered in Week 2 against the Bears. He is still in LA, and he'll be getting treatment there for the next week or so before coming back to New Jersey. His mom posted a pic on social media of him in the hospital after surgery, and Saquon said that I could tell everyone that he is doing well, that he's in good spirits, and that he plans to attack his rehab aggressively like the hard worker that he is. He's expected to make a full recovery, be back for the start of next season.
Thank you, Lisa. On the ground, Wayne Coleman, maybe a yard on the play. Saquon Barkley, they actually had to wait 40 days since the injury. Now, some of that's waiting for the swelling to go down before you can have surgery. The other piece of that is the same surgeon who's the LA Dodgers. He was a little busy.
Yeah, Neil Elitros. I know him intimately.
Oh,
unfortunately.
Really? How's his bedside manner? Good?
He's great. He was just tied up. What do you want?
Tied up. Trying to win a World Series with the Dodgers. I got it. Dump it down to Caden Smith, the tight end. He's out to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Barkley, along with Daniel Jones and Sterling Shepard, were caught out at dinner in Manhattan one night after the loss of the Eagles. They were videotaped without masks on. And discipline was said to be handled internally by Joe Judge. They addressed it immediately. Everybody knows the consequences, the severity of it. Players were honest. So they told them the whole story immediately. And again, the Giants keeping that discipline in-house. 3rd down to 3. Here's Jones. Taking a deep shot and just too far for Sterling Shepard. 4th down.
Jamel Dean, number 35, the right corner, is a guy who people have gotten on double moves all year long. And you see him up top. Sterling Shepard gets him again. And he just runs a slant and go. And you see Jamel, his eyes come into the quarterback. And then you have him on the deep ball, and Daniel just misses it. Look, there's no question. Jason Garrett has the right guy targeted that he wants to go after Grease. He just hasn't been able to connect so far.
I thought Russell Shepard could have run downfield a little bit harder without looking back for that ball. When you're looking back, you're not running as fast.
Some traffic in front of that punt. 36-yard punt. Giants go 3 and out for the first time all night. Tom Brady and the Bucs with the football. Come back.
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know who we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. Perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returned. It'll
I can't feel my fingers! Please!
No. Saturday Night Football presents The Pac-12 is back.
Big-time Pac-12 game. Big-time stage.
From the herding group, the Majestic Collie.
And next up, we have the Experian Boost Cow.
It reminds
The
us
San
we can now raise
Francisco
our credit
offense
scores
ready to
instantly
start
free
their next
Experian
drive.
Boost.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer and unbeliever. I'll give you a couple teams off the surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even
Rise
after
to
they
the
got
challenge.
rocked in no
Rugged performance for Honda Pilot, Passport, and Bridgeport.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. They still need consistency on offense.
And then lastly, what about the Panthers at 3-2?
One of the great stories in the early going. Non-believer, because I think their division's too tough with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. But boy, I like what they're doing so far, 3-2.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he'll lay it out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the
Sky.com to learn more.
That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year.
Tonight, the Postmates fan feed is delivering fans to Monday Night Football. The Buccaneers and their faithful have something to cheer about. Playing their 700th regular season game tonight. A .390 winning percentage, the worst of all time, dating back to the Super Bowl era. And now they have the winningest quarterback in NFL history working for them, and Tom Brady. Tampa faithful certainly enjoying that. Another deep shot, near miss by the Giants. Let's go back to that.
Yeah, and I think this is on Russell Shepard. He's going to come down, he's going to run the slant and go. But watch when he gets just past Jamel Dean. He looks back for the football right here. See him looking back for the football? He shouldn't be looking back for the football until at least 20 yards further downfield. You run out of your break, and Sterling Shepard, if he does it right, he's going to be in position to make that play.
Second down and 3. Stay with the run game. It's Leonard Fournette lower in the shoulder. Peppers came up to make the stop.
They teach that, Lewis, right, to receivers. You cannot run as fast when you're looking back to the quarterback, obviously, as if your head is downfield running as fast as you can.
See, that's the thing that I've always been telling people about with defensive backs. People say, turn back, look for the ball.
Yeah, makes sense.
You gotta find the ball. But you know what? Every time you turn back, you're losing speed, and the receiver's separated from you. That's why defensive backs need to stay on the receiver when you're not in phase with them. Same principle.
Yeah. From their 47, Brady off the play fake to throw. Finds Gronk in a seam, and he's down to the 36. Peppers tripped him up, but not until Gronkowski ripped off 17.
It wasn't a very big seam. A couple of yards in between the linebackers.
Nice hole.
Those two, they don't need much room to make play.
They have, no question, started to really find their rhythm. 2 consecutive weeks with receiving
throwing the ball. And then the wrong guy catches it. This game is ridiculous. That's not even who I'm throwing it to. It's not often you hear someone get mad that they completed a pass. This game is crazy.
Evans, and he'll be wrestled down by Julian Love. Gain of 20.
Where are you throwing the ball? Oh my God.
Drives him off the line of scrimmage, puts on the brakes.
I get it, they have a good pass rush, but what the shit? You can't just throw it wild every play.
Right from this Bucs offense.
That's some
Hasn't been pretty
ridiculous
for the
shit.
first 2.5 quarters, but they realize they're only down 5 points in this game, and in all likelihood, it's going to take 28 to win this one.
22 yards there, first down.
It's all passing now for Brady. Too much for Mickens, but a penalty marker. Mickens would agree.
And David Bradbury got caught cheating, got caught peeking at the quarterback, had his eyes back to the quarterback.
Defense, number 24. All places respond to foul. First down.
He thought it was going to be something quicker, thought it was going to be something shorter. You kind of see him sit down and kind of like idle down his pedal, doesn't get out of there. You gotta go. And he's looking back at the quarterback. He knows the wide receiver's escaping him. He's figures this. You know what? I'll just grab him, live to fight another down. So now you're down inside the 5. First and goal.
A goal to go means touchdowns for Brady and Tampa Bay. Perfect in that department of the season. First and goal from the 3. Tipped, and Gronk still catches it. And they're going to give him the touchdown. He had possession long enough. Brady to Gronk. Stop me if you've heard that one before. With 6 minutes even left in the third quarter.
Wow, look at the pressure here from Leonard Williams. That's why it looked like the ball might have been tipped, but he goes right into the backfield. May have gotten a hand. Yeah, he did get a hand on that ball. And Gronkowski and Brady were lucky that they were able to convert this.
Just giving it to you from the defensive perspective. You're sitting outside leverage on Gronk like that on a play-action pass, hard play-action fake. You have no shot if that ball is able to be delivered clean.
Going for 2 here now. Brady throwing for it. Evans got turned around and could not recover. And so we'll have to settle for a 1-point lead now for Tampa Bay, 15-14. Brady to Gronk. So what else is new?
Boost has helped millions of people. How can it help you?
Whoa! 46 points! I just boosted 15 points with Experian Boost. This is incredible.
Boost your credit scores instantly, free, only at Experian.com/boost.
Hey! Yeah! I switched to Geico and got more! More savings on car insurance! They help with homeowners, too! Okay. Plus, motorcycle, boat, and RV insurance! Geico's got you covered! Like a blanket!
You seeing this? Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
So with AT&T, you can pick the perfect plans for each family member with the features they want, like HBO Max or... What was that? Happens every time I say HBO Max.
Cool. HBO Max.
It's not complicated. Now you can save more with AT&T wireless plans and get things your way with features like HBO Max included.
Grandma's regular turkey is like, all right. But Grandma Arby's succulent, deep-fried to a crispy, perfect turkey is like, all right. Arby's, we have the meats.
I got plenty tattoos on my flesh. Drip on me, I tackle my down, baby.
Go to NFLshop.com and gear up.
Hey.
To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Seems every Brady touchdown pass leads to a new milestone, but with that last one, Brady to Gronk, they passed Steve Young and Jerry Rice. Most touchdown passes by a quarterback-receiver duo. That includes the playoffs. And now just chasing Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison.
I thought it was interesting talking with Tom Brady last night. Because it blows him away what Gronk is doing. You know, the fact that, you know, he can block as well as he can on the end of line of scrimmage against big defensive ends, and then a play later go and beat a 220-pound safety on a pass route is just amazing.
Short kick. Dion Lewis had a good return game tonight. And he'll stay on his feet, take a hard hit down to the 29. At least something.
Steve Gronkowski was telling me this week that it just feels great to be back to getting wins, making plays, contributing. He says his body feels great too. And I asked him why he decided to come back. He said Tom Brady definitely had a lot to do with that. And he said he started getting the itch to come back around late February, March. He talked to Tom Brady about it, and the stars just kind of aligned from there. I asked him if he would have come out of retirement to play for any other quarterback, even if the money was better somewhere else. He said, nope, don't think I would have done it. As long as Tom Brady is playing, I can't see myself playing with any other guy.
I get it. Why would you? Yeah, I understand. Morris, the ball carrier. Byron Leftwich said of Gronkowski, he never has a bad day, and he said, I wish I could see the world the same way that Rob Gronkowski has. He's got a real likability about him, too. It's obviously fun to be around, and a great player. And Brady has now thrown 182 passing touchdowns to tight ends. The vast majority to Gronk. That's more than any other quarterback in NFL history.
They should put those guys into the Hall of Fame together.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Daniel Jones finds Evan Ingram for first down yardage. There is a penalty marker down. It's a gain of 10 if it stands.
They might get offensive pass interference, like a pick route on the second level.
I just don't know if I would consider that a pick. He's just trying to get across the field, and Mel Dean ran into the tight end.
Levine Toilolo, who's 6'8", 270 pounds, kind of hard to miss.
Pass interference. Offense. Number 85. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot. Remains second down.
John Perry, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, I can see why he does throw, but it's actually the defender. After he's almost pinballed, he goes into the receiver. The receiver does not go into the defender.
Look, I don't like giving offensive players benefited without cutting them any slack. But I'm going to cut Toilolo some slack on that one because I agree with you. Jamel Dean just has to get through that, either go over top of it or come underneath it and get back on his coverage responsibility. I like that call.
I can tell you that was definitely the intent, was to pick that guy.
Well, he sold it good.
Jones thrown across his body and across the field to Sterling Shepard, and he is just tripped up. Jason Pierre-Paul, his biggest impact of the night right there, limiting that to just a 14-yard
gain. I'll tell you this, Jason Pierre-Paul saves a big play. Talk about a guy who's coming back here to this stadium against this team and wants to play well. Watch his hustle here as he takes a good angle. That may be out the gate. That may be a touchdown. Jason Pierre-Paul just saved 6.
Because they had 2 blockers downfield for 2 defensive backs.
Sure did.
3rd and 1. Gonna throw for it. Looking for Ingram. Got it for the first down. Jamel Dean tried to jump that route. Pick up a 5. First down, New York.
Yeah, it's just a nice little rub route. Nice little stack release. And you just see Evan Ingram just come right off of the rear end of the wide receiver. Sterling Shepard.
It's a big drive here for the Giants. And give some credit. Jason Garrett, creative play calling, finding some production after your quarterback threw an interception on the last drive.
On first down and 10. To Alfred Morris. Give him 3. Pick up a second down.
I think Jason's probably looking at that sheet saying, I called some shots downfield, and we haven't connected. We had a shot in the end zone to Slayton. I had a double move to Shepard. We've just been off, but you got to keep calling them because you got to anticipate that you're going to connect on one of them. You got man-to-man coverage again across the board.
And they've got Slayton one-on-one down here closest to us.
Pressure from Tampa. And it is caught. It is Slayton, in fact. To the 45 of Tampa Bay, gain of 10. 4th catch of the night for Darius Slayton.
Just a nice release by Darius Slayton. Fake it like you're going upfield and then just break it off and come on the slant. And you can see right there, Carlton Davis thought he was going downtown on him and decided, look, I better get going. I better get out of here and defend this go route. And then he breaks it off. That's a nice route. Nice execution.
3 tight ends for the Giants. Pressure comes up the middle. Jones puts air underneath it, and Ingram comes up with that one. Fingertip grab, and he makes the catch. Definitely similar to the play he couldn't hang on to in the game against the Eagles.
It was exactly like the play, right over the shoulder, and he has to make a fingertip catch. We talk about keep taking those shots downfield. Great play design, and this time, Evan Ingram makes the catch.
Giants right back to the line, first down and 10. It's Morris. There is a flag down. Excellent defensive play. Anthony Nelson for Tampa Bay.
Holding. Offense. Number 65. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Play first down.
Here's the Evan Ingram play we were talking about. And got a lot of sympathy from Giants Nation. I mean, guys like Mark Bavaro, guys, former Giants who reached out, try to back him up. Amani Toomer, tell him to keep the faith. If he makes this catch, the Giants likely can run out the clock.
Yeah.
And was not able to come up with it. That was reminiscent of that play there. And this time, he learned from the mistake, made the catch.
Oh, he just focused a little bit more, and you know what he was thinking about when that ball was in the air.
That's the first deep completion of the night for Daniel Jones. And that's to the tight end, Toilolo. Pick up a 9 there.
When if you're the Giants, you cannot allow that one hold there by Gates, the center, to stall this drive out. You have to think you're going to need to score 2 more touchdowns to win this game at minimum, because Tom Brady's not going to be held down.
So you just check the clock. Minute left here, 3rd quarter. 2nd and 11. Jones is looking left the whole time, and too high for Ingram.
There's 2 parts to this play right here. Although he misses Ingram, they are continuing to go to work on Jamel Dean at the top of the screen. Darius Slayton just ran another double move on Jamel Dean. Jason Garrett has identified him as a weak link.
Yeah.
You know when they need it, that's who they're going to go after. They're going to put their best wide receiver over there to the offensive left, defensive right, and go to work.
And they feel like that because they've been hitting the slant route consistently all night, Rose. So the next thing is, okay, let's run the slant and go. And that time, Jamel Dean played it well over the top.
Third and 11 from the Tampa 16. Quick throw to Dion Lewis. Pick up a yard. Jason Pierre-Paul with a hard hit. Levante David there as well.
That's a tough spot. Tough spot, 3rd and 11 against this defense in the red zone. This is not going to work. This kind of a play with the speed of Levante David and Devin White, Pierre-Paul, you just have no shot at plays like that.
Graham Gano, just about automatic, inside of 50 yards. Can't get more consistent than that. 51 of his last 52. Bit of an issue on that snap and that hold. And from 33 yards, they get it done. And we go back and forth. Bit of a seesaw. Tom Brady finds himself trailing by a couple. 15 seconds to play still here, third quarter.
Who's playing? Doesn't matter. Nope.
This is the story of two Bills. One is used to things being hard. The other, smarter way. One does it how it's always been done. The other does it better. So, which one is yours? Maximize your savings, invest from anywhere, finance your home for all things money.
Thank you for calling Ally.
When you're ready for Chipotle, the Chipotle app is ready for you. Get all your favorites, fast, fresh, and with complete customization. So it's made exactly how you like it. With the Chipotle app, real food is ready. Order now for contactless carryout or delivery.
The best in streaming is all in the Disney bundle. Wow! Epic stories.
Hold on! I got a really good feeling about this.
The largest streaming TV library.
We deserve this.
And can't miss sports. All for just $12.99 a month. Get the Disney bundle for just $12.99 a month.
ESPN's Monday Night Football is brought to you by Verizon. This is the 5G built right from the network more people rely on. 17-15, the Giants lead. 15 seconds left here in the third quarter.
He talks about it coming in. The Giants have been in tight games all season, pretty much. In the last 3 games, they've lost by 3, won by 1, and lost by 1. So Joe Judge's crowd has been in a lot of these situations late in games.
It's a learning experience, trying to learn how to win. Gano puts it in the air. Short kick, Mickens from the 6. Out to the 30. Took a good shot getting it out to the 33-yard line. Week 9, Monday Night Football. Cam Newton. Bill Belichick said he's still a starting quarterback. Sam Darnold will check on that shoulder. It's the Patriots and the Jets, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. New England finds themselves 2-5 for the first time since the year 2000 when Tom Brady was a 4th-string rookie. It's been a long time since that unit out of Foxborough has lost 4 in a row. Fournette is swung back around by Dalvin Tomlinson. And that's how the third quarter will come to an end. New York by 2.
What does Domino's know about tacos and burgers? As delivery experts, we know they shouldn't be delivered like this.
Thanks for deciding tacos spread across the bottom of my delivery bag.
The burger was wilted.
We hate to see anything delivered.
We wanted to give you a burger that is designed to be delivered.
A taco that was made to deliver right.
Taco for Domino's?
What?
Oh my.
The new Domino's cheeseburger pizza.
This is our new chicken taco pizza.
Now the best way to get a taco or burger delivered is to get a Dom from the
16 yards, a first down.
And next up we have the
Piecing together a nice
experienced
drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, you guys didn't come out of the gates. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I'm a 13 police.
Boost your credit scores instantly.
Working really well.
Download the Experian app now.
An incomplete pass.
Underneath every surface that carries a party badge, there's always been a capacity to amaze.
They go back to the
rise to the challenge of the rugged performance of the Honda Pilot.
They do get a yard there, only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively to hold it to a short game.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
.com/try and get 2 months free.
Tonight's aerial coverage is brought to you by Goodyear. You guys, that's the Empire State Building. Native New Yorker. 17-15.
Thanks, Steve.
Home team. Like every native New Yorker, I went there once when I was like 6.
They don't call you the best color man in the business for nothing.
Stop using my material against me. Levy, Greasy, Riddick, Salters, Parry. Off of exit 16W of the New Jersey Turnpike. MetLife Stadium. We open up quarter number 4, and it's been a good one all night. And you know Tom Brady isn't done here, trailing by 2. From his own 32, 2nd down and 10. That's Fournette to his right. Brady, deep shot, sideline, Scotty Miller, and knocked away. Isaac Yadam, excellent coverage there.
He's trying to fit it in that hole against cover 2. Right around 18 yards down the field, and you see Isaac Yadam just running stride for stride again. Play the eyes, don't look back for the ball, swat the pocket. It's perfect.
Yep.
It's perfect. That's how you teach it as a defensive back coach.
And Isaac Yadam in his 3rd year out of Boston College. He was drafted by the Broncos. It didn't work out. He was picked up by the Giants and makes a huge play here to start the 4th quarter.
And Scotty Miller walked off gingerly. We'll watch for that. It's 3rd down and 10. Brady, pocket starts to break down. He's in trouble, and he's going to go down. Giants get to Tom Brady again. Cam Brown is there for New York. Carter Coughlin, Cam Brown.
It's just good coverage downfield. You see, there's nowhere to go with this ball. These 2 outlets here, they don't get you a first down. That's why Tom doesn't throw it. He's trying to push it beyond the sticks, and by the time he has somebody open downfield, he's on the ground.
First 3 and out of the night for Brady and the Buccaneers.
A mix of coverage from Patrick Graham, 2 deep man under, 2 deep zone under, blitz pressures. All of that has helped them to stop this Bucs offense.
Again, nobody deep for the Giants. Again, Bradley Pinion gets it away. Takes a bit of a New York bounce. And the Giants will take over from their own 42-yard line. A minute into the 4th. The Buccaneers still trailing by a couple.
Exploration. It's in our DNA. There's something inside each and every one of us that compels us to know the unknown. To push past every frontier. We want to see what's never been seen. Hear what's never been heard. Feel what's never been felt. There are no limits to where we'll go, to what we'll discover, to what we'll achieve. We are all explorers. There are new worlds to explore.
They'll look to run with Moss. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the field as they stop it right.
T-Mobile's been building its 5G network for a moment like this. Introducing the iPhone 12 Pro with 5G. Now at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G coverage, you can unleash the power of the epic iPhone 12 Pro in more places. Get 2 iPhone 12 Pros and 2 lines of unlimited 5G for just $100. Only at T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network.
At Burger King, when you order a 2 for $5, you might get a side of PS5. 2 for $5 mix and match. Buy and play game in-app for a chance to win.
That makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown pass to
Touchdown! They don't talk about this forever, baby. Don't you know you can fly?
Tony Dungy began his head coaching career in Tampa Bay in 1996 and went on to become the first African-American head coach to win a Super Bowl. He's also mentored 5 young black assistants who became head coaches themselves, including Lovie Smith and Mike Tomlin.
Thank you, Lisa. Each week during the season, Monday Night Football has been highlighting an NFL trailblazer like Tony Dungy, Lewis.
And speaking of Tony Dungy, like Mike Tomlin yesterday broke Tony Dungy's record for career wins for an African-American head coach. So hats off to Mike Tomlin if you're watching tonight, and Tony Dungy.
On first down and 10, here's Wayne Gallman. Pushing the pile very close to midfield. The Giants have this great field position based on not having a punt return. 2 times already tonight, the Giants have not had a deep man back when Tampa Bay is punting the football.
Yeah, typically you may do that. Joe Judge, obviously we all know, a former head special teams coach. And you do that, so you try to get a block, right? You try to get a block, create something. They know that they're probably outmanned in this game. So trying to create some change of possession.
That time it paid off for the Giants. Second down and 5. Daniel Jones sliding the pocket, throwing back across, and too high and tight for Darius Slayton. Jamel Dean the coverage that time.
But this time they put Darius Slayton in the slot against Jamel Dean. They rolled Daniel Jones right, throw back across the field. He's got Jamel Dean smoked. He just overthrows him. They have had these deep shots all night long. For one reason or another, they're not hitting them. But Jason Garrett is going for broke. And the reason why, because Daniel Jones has been a good deep ball thrower. And him and Darius Slayton have hooked up over the past 2 years. It's that tonight, they haven't been able to connect on some of these big explosive plays.
Third and 5. Tampa brings the pressure. Jones got it away, and it's caught incomplete. Golden Tate, his first catch of the night is a big one. Now a flag does come in. It's a pick of a 12. First time Tate's been targeted tonight.
Illegal use of hands to the face, defense number 24. That penalty is declined, results of the play is first down.
122nd consecutive game with a catch for Golden Tate. That's third longest active behind only Larry Fitzgerald and Julio Jones.
No safeties back. Todd Bowles decides to bring all-out pressure. You get man-to-man with no free safety. That's perfect execution. Great play call and a big conversion.
First target for Golden Tate. Remember, he threw a football earlier in the game. That was on a backwards pass. 2 hits, so not a target. Wayne Gallman, the ball carrier. Pick up a 5.
The
That's just another good, tough run by Goldman right in the A-B gap area, right at the heart of the Tampa Bay defense. This is something they're not used to. They're not used to this happening where it's now 2nd and 5, and the Giants aren't used to being in this favorable 2nd and medium, 2nd and short type of situation, which opens up the entire playbook for Jason Garrett.
Good protection, now it breaks down. Jones hasn't run all night, and it's picked off. Intercepted. Sean Murphy bunting. Comes up with its 2nd interception of the night, thrown by Daniel Jones. And just when things are going good for New York, it's the turnover again.
I don't know how many times you have to make the same mistake, right? Before you learn your lesson, this ball should be thrown away. It's easy. It's not even a question. The play is dead. Daniel Jones is going down. He's in the grass. Throw it in the dirt. Even if you get a grounding penalty, it's better than nothing. But this is what Jason Garrett has been emotional about with Daniel Jones, and he hasn't been able to learn.
Hey, Lamar.
God, I'm too busy to be talking as much. Boy, he got all day.
Name folks play. Here to remind you about these boys' greatness, because they too busy being. That last 100 years or something. Now number 8 and Fred is about to put the whole world on notice. Their games be nasty. Good gracious. This their winning MVPs at 23, rings at 24, and being rated 99 by 25 football. This generation changed the game out. So Madden has to change it in here.
I could have said experience boost that's helped millions of people.
I just boosted 15 points with Experience Boost. This is incredible.
With a higher credit score, I definitely feel like I'm going to save a lot of money.
Boost your credit scores instantly, free. Download the Experience app now.
Let's happen again.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run forward again, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
What a bad throw. Oh my god, he should have picked that off.
Experience the Xfinity Sports Zone. You can find
I don't even want to look at that.
highlights all in one
I'm surprised.
place, right on your TV. Now that's simple, easy,
He's got to be pissed he dropped that
or
pick.
visit a store for details.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll tuck it and run. And he stopped immediately there.
Take a water break and moderate your drinking on game day.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Wait for it.
Throwing his Allen on 3rd. This will be caught at about the 6. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him.
Check us out at touchofmodern.com.
I gotta take the field goal.
That interception total climbs up to 9 this season. That's 3rd most in the NFL for Daniel Jones. He has responsible for 13 total turnovers. Only Carson Wentz has more. 16 by the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. The Giants trailing the Eagles by 2 games in the NFC East heading into this one tonight. 1st down and 10. What if Brady and Bucks do off the turnovers? Leonard Fournette for a few. Blake Martinez to stop.
Yeah, he had another chance right here. Darius Slayton against Carlton Davis this time. Where he just hangs in there and lets it go now.
I should have had that, but I messed up the kick
another
accuracy.
opportunity for 6. And if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are able to put together some drives to come back and win this game, Daniel Jones is going to be sitting there thinking all the opportunities that I've missed to really put a dagger in this defense and win this game. A lot of time left.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
It's Fournette, the ball carrier. And he's slammed back by Blake Martinez, who is always on the field. Martinez, the last 3 seasons, both with Green Bay and the Giants, has played 99% of his team's defensive snaps. Amazing.
this Giants defense, you have got to give them credit. You mentioned the 2 turnovers from Jones and the fact that they have been standing up to this Tampa Bay Bucks offense. Only giving 1 touchdown. Pretty nice.
3rd and 4 from their own 40. Giants rush 4. Brady looks and completes. It's first down yardage. Mickens on the receiving end. Pick up a 8 on the play.
What a laser from Tom Brady, because the Giants secondary played that perfectly as far as deciphering how that stack release was going to declare itself. Darnay Holmes was right on it. It's just a perfect throw and catch. That's why Tom Brady's a Hall of Famer. That's why Tom Brady's the GOAT. Because they had the perfect defense called for that route combination.
Mickens has 5 catches tonight. He came in with 8 catches for his career. 3rd-year player out of Washington. Here's Leonard Fournette. There's a flag down. Martinez made the stop. No gain on the play.
Holding. Offense. Number 73. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
So forget no gain. It's a loss of 10. Joe Haig, the extra blocker they bring in from time to time. He gets flagged.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
Again, it's Leonard Williams. He has been a problem up front for this offensive line. He's been disruptive. Hasn't forced that turnover yet in the backfield, but he's been back there.
1st and 20. Brady puts some air underneath it, and it is caught. Tyler Johnson, and he took a big shot, and the flag comes in. It's a gain of 19. Logan Ryan came in, put a big stick on him. Let's see if it was a clean hit or
if a rat caught that.
That's one of those plays, throwing that seam up the field and the safety coming over. His job is to dislodge the ball from the receiver. And it looked like he came in, I thought at first glance he came in and hit him in the chest, which is exactly how you coach it for Logan Ryan. And that's probably what these officials are talking about right here.
That's a clean hit. I mean, that has a shoulder turned, head turned, hits him in the chest. I mean, I don't know how else you can hit it on this play.
That's textbook guys, right?
Good. I'm glad they didn't call that, because that's, how do you...
Good job by the officials as well.
How do you defend that if you don't?
Such a tough position for Logan Ryan to be in. You can't hit him, obviously, in the head or neck area as a defensive player, but you also can't lead with your helmet, so he did a great job of turning his head. But because of that, it looked like he almost hurt himself.
Yeah, Ryan got the worst of that. At the New York 42. Julian Love is now checked in for Logan Ryan.
Operator, start the game clock on my signal.
Because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it.
Play clock is moving. No wait on the game clock. You never get this off. The play clock where it is. They have to reset that.
Having trouble getting the game clock to move at all. Levy, did you pull a plug or something?
No. The scoreboard clock says 9:42 left. We got a lot of clock management issues, not the kind you want at the end of the game either.
It's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it.
We have to sync that up a little bit.
And absorbing the hit, even for those big tight
It was an opportunity for the Bucks to substitute. They actually changed their play call. Byron Leftwich on the sideline. Use this as an opportunity to rethink the strategy. And right now here at the plus 42-yard line, might
They let the defensive line get down the field like that. That's just crazy. There's no way you should be able to even get there.
It seems like they're starting to attack the seams in the middle of the field a little bit more, especially every time they get single safety middle. They're going right between that area, between the hash and the down to the front and full verticals.
Trying to get his work and top to keep it on the field. But right now, 9:42 is correct on the clock.
Very good about the groove that they're in at this stage.
Starting to get some spacing and maybe create some downfield throws. and exploit that area in the middle of the field that Tom Brady made a career out of doing in New England.
Well, it's a game of adjustments, right? So the Giants feel good about their defensive line stopping the run with just 4, so they can play 2 safeties back. Now the question is, do they play zone underneath or do they play man underneath? That's where they've been mixing their coverage.
Good to see Scotty Miller back in there for Tampa Bay. First down and 10. That's Miller in motion. From the New York 42, off the play action. Brady has time, able to complete to Cameron Brate. He'll lower the shoulder and crash an Isaac Yadam, and a flag comes in. It's a gain of 24.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Personal foul, use of helmet, defense, number 27. After this is the goal, first down.
And 9.
Here's John Parry.
No, these are tough, and it's a point of emphasis. But to me, the defender is bracing for contact, and the helmet is actually being initiated by the offensive player. I would love to know what the defensive back is supposed to do there. I mean, once there's nothing else he can do besides maybe turn his back, maybe run out of bounds, and just say, hey, Cam Brate, just keep on running. Because I see it exactly the same way. He was bracing himself, tried to get his pads down low, and took the brunt of the hit, quite honestly.
First down and goal. Ends up being a 9-yard penalty. Brady throwing for Evans in his neighborhood. Got it. Touchdown. No player in the NFL has been targeted in the end zone more than Mike Evans over his career. And another one to the list. Tampa the lead. And Brady retakes the touchdown pass lead over Drew Brees as well.
Watch Mike Evans dig to get this ball. Look at it. He sees the ball in there, and he has to dig and dive. Tom Brady's been talking about how good Mike Evans is, and he felt responsible for not getting him more balls so far this season. He knows he makes plays whenever he gives him a chance. He had one-on-one with Bradbury. We talked about that matchup and how confident they were in executing on it for the touchdown.
For the wide receiver, you get your work done at the line of scrimmage down here, the defensive back doesn't have any chance to make up ground. And that's where Mike Evans won that down. He won it at the line. Great throw. Put up 6.
Suckup puts it through. Danny Dimes. Those 2 turnovers leads to 10 Tampa Bay points.
They had just $100,000 in debt.
$225,000 in debt.
If you didn't get some tip from a defensive lineman 20 yards downfield,
There's no trade-off between my dreams and being sweet.
that's crazy.
Student loans don't have to take over for the rest of your life. Thank you for allowing me to get my money right.
When there's work to be done, your most powerful tool is the Home Depot app. Bring styles to life with just a few taps. And find a replacement in a snap. Get a second opinion in just a second. And when you can't drop what you're doing, we'll drop it off for you free. Download the Home Depot app today and start bringing your vision to life. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
For some of us, our daily journey is a short one. Save 50% when you pay per mile with Allstate. Pay less when you drive less. You've never been in better hands. Allstate. Click or call for a quote today.
Georgia. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move.
The whole day through. Just an old sweet song. On my mind.
carry for their leader and a good one.
Jets and the Patriots face each other again. The day to remember and thank those who have served. Unbelievable! What a play by Sam Darnold!
Losing is not acceptable.
You guys might want to sleep here. Patriots and Jets next Monday night. And it will look very different than recent Patriots-Jets games. Mostly because of Tom Brady and mostly because New England was always on top of the standings. See the Patriots-Buccaneers comparison the season at this point. Tom Brady is doing his thing. He's taking his house back south. I think he knew what he was doing. Going north in the standings. That's just me. I think you're right. And again, every Brady touchdown pass now seems to have him climb up the charts after passing Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Drew Brees. They traded the all-time touchdown pass marks back and forth. Could say seesawing. Brees passed yesterday. Brady has recaptured the lead tonight.
I love how Peyton has to sit.
Take a seat, 18.
You see his head going back and forth.
And they'll be in the same building next week. Tampa Bay and New Orleans.
They dropped that one.
It's kind of neat, right? Because usually a retired player you're chasing, not an active player. And so they go back and forth every single week. Kind of fun.
Every time that we get to see those two guys play, it's a win for all of us.
See how the Giants respond to being on the wrong side of the scoreboard tonight. On first down, it's a pickup of 4.
So everything that has happened for these Giants, they played great defensively. They played hard. They played hard all year. And now they're in a position. Fourth quarter, 8.5 minutes left in this game. And you have an opportunity to go right down the field and score a touchdown on the Tampa Bay Bucks, who a lot of people think are the best team in the NFC. This is all you can ask for if you're Daniel Jones. No, it hasn't been pretty. You've thrown 2 picks. You've missed shots downfield. But just take advantage of this opportunity.
Still right there. Still all out in front of him. Again, Jones has not run yet tonight. And Jason Pierre-Paul makes sure he doesn't get there on this particular play.
Nice awareness by Jason Pierre-Paul. You're going to see him coming off the left side of your screen. Stop his rush, retrace his steps, collapse in the pocket, and slam Daniel Jones down to the ground. This guy has played 100% all out all night long. And every play that he makes it with a point of emphasis, which is to say, I'm still a pretty darn good player.
That'll go as a sack, second sack of the night for the Bucks. Practicing some voodoo here. Yeah. Can't wait to see this play. 3rd and 7.
So they're practicing voodoo?
And they just do. Pressure from Tampa Bay. It's picked up. Jones able to get rid of it to Sterling Shepard. Nowhere near the marker. Pick up a couple on the play. And it's 4th down. Mike Edwards, good stop.
This is great. They're going to bring the pressure off the top. And what they want to do is they want to force Daniel Jones to throw this ball short, right? Throw it right there. Go ahead. I'm giving you the bait right there because I know that you won't be able to get to the first down marker. It's great defense and design by Todd Bowles.
Not a great punt there. Makes a bit of a New York bounce. Mickens will scoop it up at the 31. 6:57 to play here in the 4th. Tom Brady with a 5-point lead. Like took a bite out of the clock here as well, but it's been a really entertaining football game. And the Giants, despite the mistakes, they're right here in this game.
Gosh, you just don't want to be, if you're the Giants, you don't want to be what we said at the outset, which was they play hard, but they just haven't been able to find a way to finish.
There's 6:57 still left on this clock. You know Daniel Jones is going to get the ball back at least one more time, more than likely, as long as the defense is able to force a 3-and-out or just get off the field here in a timely manner. But the game's going to come down to Daniel Jones being able to make a play. They're not going to drive the ball down the field methodically. They've had chances for explosive plays. Will he hit one of them? Be the hero of this game.
First down and 10 from the 33. As expected, the ground game is Fournette. He'll pick up a couple. We started the broadcast tonight saying New Yorkers, they don't want to hear anymore about, hey, we played hard, we played late into the game, we hung close, and this has the opportunity in what is likely a lost season for the Giants at 1-6 of being one of those signature victories here.
There's no question. I mean, nobody gave this team a chance to win, and all you can ask for is to be in it in the fourth quarter. Maybe, just maybe, it needs to be the defense that forces another turnover and gives you a short field.
Second down and 8. Brady in an empty backfield. Giants only rushing 3. That's why Brady has all that time and time enough to find his tight end. There's Gronkowski for 18.
Why is he going that way?
This is a clinic of how to work the pocket. Watch Tom Brady back in here. He doesn't have his first read, doesn't have his second read. They're all taken away, right? That's where he wants to go. Step up in the pocket, keep your eyes downfield, and he finds the opening to Gronkowski. That's quarterback play at its highest level.
Patrick Graham, the defensive coordinator for the Giants, said, I'm going to throw a yellow cone out there. That's the spot. Get to that spot that Tom Brady is going to be in. And when they were rushing 3 right there, they couldn't get near that spot. First down and 10. Pitch to Fournette. Smacked in the backfield by Blake Martinez back to midfield. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play.
Now this is where every defense wants to be. They want to be in second and long. Patrick Graham, defensive coordinator of the Giants, has done a nice job of mixing up some coverage. Cover 2 man, cover 4, cover 1, cover 3. He's done a nice job of keeping Brady off balance all night long. He's going to have to come with his best stuff here, just under 5 minutes.
Second and 12, draw to Fournette. To the 45. Another stop for Martinez. Pick up a 5 on the play and a third down and 5.
Now you figure this is a gotta-have-it play, right? Who are they going to go to? Who are the guys? You got to start with 13. Gronk is coming off the field. You have to make sure you take care of number 13, Mike Evans. Make sure he's the guy who doesn't beat you in this kind of situation, and make sure everyone else can hold up one-on-one.
And what's been happening is they'll double team Evans, but that leaves a lot of space underneath for Fournette, and that's where Tom's been looking.
Just got the play away. Brady for Evans, couldn't get to the spot, and the flag comes in on James Bradbury, and he knew it immediately.
Yeah, just a lot of fighting downfield. James Bradbury had good position.
Pass interference, defense, number 24. Ball's placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
James Bradbury this time was in phase with Mike. You see him patient at the line, 2-hand jam. See, now he's on top of him. Now you can